Itzmecece. Welcome back to my channel, guys. If you're new here, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and join the family. So what are we doing today? We'll be doing this here. Can y'all see that? Tips for online school. Y'all should share my tips. This is part of my self-care because all y'all, I'm gonna show this as a screenshot. All y'all said, oh my gosh, I want you to do self-care on your channel. So I put this thing, I don't want to say poll, but it's like this questions thing where I put a whole bunch of different answers. So I put challenges, vlogs, hair, and self-care. I'm pretty sure those are the 4 categories. If it's not, you will see that right there. Y'all wanted self-care. The most chosen one was self-care. So I think this is part of self-care, I would think, because most self-care channels have more than just pampering, because you can't keep doing pampering stuff. It's tips, tricks, and stuff for your mental health, and that's all self-care. Something for yourself, helping you. So this is helping you. Okay, so intro over. Let's get into the tips. So this is all split into categories. I have 3 categories. The last one is very short. But I have 3 categories. The first category, category 1, is getting ready. So the first tip is get up early enough to wake up. What is get up early and wake yourself up? Before you got school, before your class, before your Zoom meeting, before your Microsoft Teams meeting, set your alarm and get yourself ready. Get up. So for this tip, just make sure you set your alarm a couple minutes, maybe at least 10 or 30 minutes ahead of everything you have to do for the day, so you can get yourself ready. If you want to take a shower, I normally finish all my work. I post the work before the class, so I normally just look at it, and if it's something I can do, and just join the meeting and listen for a little bit just to see if there's any extra tips that I need to, then I normally do that. This is just a personal tip for me. If y'all school posts your work, the work before the class meeting, if you do have a class meeting on Zoom or Microsoft Teams, then if they do that, check it and see if you can do it by yourself first. If you know what they're talking about, you can definitely do it and then get that over with. Or while they're talking, if you need any extra assistance or they have anything new for you to do, any help, any extra tips, y'all could do that. You can just be listening, but do your work. See? You can do that. I can multitask like that. I just can't multitask in certain situations. But enough about me. This is all about y'all and me, but all about y'all. Tip number 2 in category 1 of getting ready. Open the windows. When you first wake up and you get yourself ready for the day, open the windows. You know why? Open the windows and open the blinds. If you have windows in your room or the blinds, open them. Why? Because that gives you fresh air in your room or wherever you are. Even if you're not in your room, just open the windows. It's just it's fresh air. Your parents don't have to pay for AC if your windows are just open. So just leave your windows open. And if the AC is on, turn it off if you're allowed to turn it off. But just turn it off, because then it's a waste of air. But just open your windows, you get fresh air. And then it feels like you're outside. And also put the blinds up so the light comes in your room or wherever you're working at. Put the blinds out so you can see, so the natural light, it comes in on your face, it brightens up the room that you're in, and it just brings a lot more atmosphere and wakes you up. Tip number 3, wash your face. It's a refresher. Just to wake you up. The cold water or the warm water will spritz up and make you more alert and awake. So just wash your face. Makes you a lot more happy and a lot better. Category 2, work time. Stuff that y'all don't like. Anyways, tip number 1 for work time. Don't do your work in bed. Why? Because I've been stressing this whole thing. Don't do your work in bed. Why not do the work in bed? If you do your work in bed, it just causes a lot more stress, and it puts just a lot of stress on you, because I don't know why, but it's just a psychological factor in your brain. it's just a lot of stress on you when you just sit in your bed and do the work. Just get up and go to another place. Just like you being comfortable, it makes you more drowsy. It also messes up your sleep schedule. And I've noticed that because for the past week, the last week before my spring break, which is sadly coming to an end after Sunday, Easter, sadly, but it's okay. After that, my whole sleep schedule this week has been horrible. Like, I'll be up at 5 and staying awake, going to sleep, and finally waking up at like 12, 1, 2 p.m. And it's really bad because now I have to wake up to an alarm. And I had set an alarm, but I turned it off and went back to sleep. Tip number 2 in category 2. If you have a timed schedule, like let's say from 10 to 10:30 you have a Zoom meeting or a Microsoft Teams meeting for your class, and then you have like an hour and 30 minutes of time before your next class. In between that time, that's when you're supposed to do your work. Do the work for that class. So if you have first period from 8:30 to 9 o'clock in Zoom, or your meeting, your Microsoft Teams meeting, or whatever you use to look at that, use that time. So that's that time after the meeting, before your next meeting for your next class. Do your work and get it done. If you get all your work done in that time period, you don't have to finish it. You don't have anything to finish in the next class. So just do that then. Just do it in that time frame. You can finish your work in an hour and 30 minutes, because I can. If I can, y'all can. Just do your work. That's literally all you gotta do. Tip number 3. If your homework is due at the end of the week like mine, get it done. If you understand the work, get it done. Just get it done. You won't have homework that, like, it'll be already finished and, like, completed and already, like, turned in. So if you finish your work before the due date, you don't have to worry and stress over and procrastinate either, because you got your work done already. You don't have to wait. You don't have to do your work in the middle of the week. You don't have to rush and get it turned in before the time is done, and you will have to get an F or a very low grade because you didn't finish your work. Just do it. Why not? If you understand the work that they gave you that's due Friday, or do that at the end of the week, or do it on Sunday, just finish it the day they give it to you. Less stress. Now, tip number 4, don't procrastinate. Like I said earlier, don't procrastinate on any of your stuff, because it just causes a lot more stress. And you don't want stress during this quarantine. This quarantine is for you not to be stressed and all that. Just stress-free. Stress-free. This is a stress-free tips guide for y'all for this online work. Just don't procrastinate and don't wait till the last minute to do stuff, because then you'll be more stressed. Like, some people be like, if I'm on a time schedule to finish something, I'll just wait till the last day before, and then I'll work so much better and it gets really good. And I'm like, but that's stress to finish it. Why don't you just finish it before it's due, so you won't have to worry about doing that on a day that you might want to just rest and take your time and do whatever you want to do, instead of having to do that project because you decided to be like, oh, I do this way better if I'm on a time schedule. Like, just do the work. You won't have to worry about it for the next week, or whatever it is. Even projects, it pertains to projects too. Tip number 5, that I should have been tip number 1, but put your phone on do not disturb, or at least turn it off. It's hard for me because my phone is my biggest distraction, but I'm trying to cut down on it during the times I have work. I do check on it periodically. You can do that. Just don't overdo it, if that makes sense. Or just keep it on do not disturb, or shut it off. Your notifications won't go off, and that to make you pretend to go check it. But even if you can't do that, something might be I can't do, I cannot just leave my phone on do not disturb. Somebody might text me something, I just have to reply. But I don't really have to, but it's just something for me. But Like, just put your phone on do not disturb or just turn it off. And if you have to check it, but do not make it longer than 5 minutes of checking, because that's a long time of checking and that's a waste of time that you could have been doing work and getting work finished. Then you'll be able to have time to do whatever you want on your phone. Category 3, relax and organize. Organize your time, organize whatever you want, organize your week, whatever. But tip number 1, take a break from the work. If you got a break and you finished all the work, or if you don't feel like finishing it and you just need a break, go for a walk. Get a lunch break. Go eat. Go relax. Go do something. Just get out the house. Go walk. Go take a walk in the neighborhood. Go exercise for 20 minutes. Just take a break and eat, drink. Do any of that. Go for a short walk. Just take a break from the work so you're not so compacted, you know? So do that. Last tip. Put a list of things to do for the week. It helps you keep, like, it just makes you more organized. Way more organized. If you, like, it doesn't have to be like, Monday you have to finish this, that, and that. Tuesday you have to finish this, that, and that. If you want to, you can do that. I mean, it's your choice. Whatever it's you and your list. Just make sure you make a list, more organized for stuff you have to do for that week. So then you'll be more organized. You can check back on it, check it off, delete it if it's done. Just like have a nice list for stuff like that so you can get all your stuff done, and then you'll be more organized, and then you'll know that you have a lot of free time left. That is my tips for online schoolwork and self-care too. Thank you guys for watching this video. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video. We'll see you in the next video. Missing someone.